Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I wanted to talk about how to properly build your chain hook Lester. Because as you know, I use a Lester where my Lester is a flying class with 1 Rune Stone put into Highlander, so that I have move again and 5 movement. And to be honest, that was because when I first built my Lester, I had gone into the flying class, Dragon Knight, and then later I realized that I actually needed move again, so I was willing to put a Rune Stone to unlock that skill. Now, if you don't have a Rune Stone, there's actually 2 ways you can use Lester without having the Rune Stone. Of course, one of them is dependent on you getting the proper SSR accessory. So, in any case, let's talk about the many versions of Chain Hook Lester. The first version, that doesn't use a Rune Stone, is if you had gone from Pirate right into Highlander class. Because Highlander class has 5 movement, and it will have move again. So in that case, you just have Chain Hook, move again, and you're in Cavalry class. Now, this version will have some trouble on certain maps, because there's some maps that are, let's say, swamp or forest based, and if Lester is in his Cavalry class, he can't move very well on those maps. In that case, you would just switch him back into the Pirate class, right? Pirate will be a sea monster class character and have 3 movement. But in this Pirate class, you can give your Lester speed boots to boost this up to 4 movement. So it would be a 4 movement Lester with Chain Hook and move again. And that should be enough for you to, clear the Timeless Trials. So this is the first version of Lester. Pirate into Highlander, and then you swap between these 2 classes as needed. The second version of Lester would be if you had gotten into Pirate, Serpent Knight, and then Serpent Master. So in this version, you would have Tidal Surge, which would effectively make your Lester have 5 movement normally, right? Because you would move up, use Tidal Surge for 2 more movement, then use the Chain Hook skill. Okay? Now, in order to move again, this version of Lester would require a certain SSR accessory. And the SSR accessory you need is, I'm just going to bring it up right here. Let's see, not Divine Boots, it is Spirit Boots. Here we go. Because the Spirit Boots, what the effect is that you can move 2 blocks after attacking a target. So you can move up those 5 tiles, use Chain Hook, and then Spirit Boots will allow you to move 2 tiles back. So this is the second version of Lester. You have to get this SSR accessory, Spirit Boots, but if you have the Spirit Boots, it will work very, very well with a Serpent Knight Lester, and you don't have to commit a Rune Stone into him. So that's the second version of the Chain Hook Lester. The third version is, of course, the version I'm using, which is Highlander with Dragon Knight. In this case, you have move again and 5 movement. So this version just works just fine. And then the final version, which also needs 1 Rune Stone, is Serpent Master with Highlander. So in that case, your 3 skills would be Tidal Surge, Chain Hook, and move again. So basically, you're going to, every time you Chain Hook, you're going to use Tidal Surge to move up, Chain Hook the target, and then have move again to move back afterwards. Alright, so that's it for the 4 main versions of Lester that would work for if you're just using them exclusively to Chain Hook targets. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you found this video useful. And on that note, Nitro out.